is going on, my lovely Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so it is Saturday, June 18th when I'm recording this. June 18th, January 18th when I'm recording this. But whenever you guys find this is when it's meant for you, all right? Keep in mind, this could be your energy that I'm picking up on, or the energy of someone or something around you. Okay, this is for all Pisces placements. I don't know if I said that already or not. But again, guys, this could be about you, someone around you. And keep in mind, guys, I will never, ever contact you for a personal reading. If someone does, that is a scammer pretending to be me. So please be careful, guys, and do not get got. The only thing I ever send out is mass newsletters from my actual website, okay? All right. All right, Pisces, past, present, and future. What is going on for Pisces, past, present, and future? All right, guys, the first card we have for the past is the Devil. Let's get two more. The Eight of Swords, okay. Let's see where this is going. We have the Sun card. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Guys, so there's just so much you've been through just with these four cards I'm seeing here. You were involved with something like dark or toxic for a while. Okay. Or there was something just very dark that was external to you. This could have, and mind you, with this toxicity, it could have been a mindset that you had over yourself. It could have been a habit. It could have been a person. But whatever this darkness was, like, it had you so mentally trapped. Because with the Eight of Swords, this is someone that's like, oh my God, no, I can't move. I can't go anywhere. Like, look at all these swords around me. But it's like, bro, there's nothing behind you, sis. There's nothing behind you. There's nothing in front of you. All right, but you feel trapped. You feel dark. You feel down. Okay, and on the other side of that is a huge blessing, a huge breakthrough. So, like, guys, you're literally, this is you. Okay, because on one end, you have this. On the other end, you have this. And it's like you're fighting both sides. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a mental battle. For some of you, it could be a physical battle. But there's a battle between, like, the good and bad in your past. And it's like, you're definitely being pushed and urged to go towards happiness, to go towards a blessing. Spirit's like, don't allow that to have you think that you're stuck in a certain bad pattern, because there's a lot of prosperity that comes in for you. But something that was so rough that you went through in the past, something that was so toxic, whether it was, again, your own personal habits or another person, something external to you, a job, it kept you stuck in a mindset. And it wasn't a winning sort of mindset. So let's break this down a bit further, because, again, this is a time where Spirit is trying to push you and remind you, like, no, you're great. Like, you're going to do so well. But something really had you in your head. So why is this Devil here? We have the Four of Pentacles. Something had you, like, afraid to take a leap, Pisces, or something had you thinking, like, nah, like, why would I even dream that? That's so beyond my scope. That's so beyond my reach. But there's, like, this little voice inside you that, like, does tell you you are good enough. And I think that you slowly start to protect yourself and, like, back up from whatever energy or mindset this was. And you're reminding yourself, like, wait, I am capable. I can do this. You just have to turn your back on something to remember. And once you do turn your back, it's like, yo, you can go wherever you want. You can get on any of those boats and go wherever you want. Life is your oyster. We have the Eight of Swords. So why is this here? Hold on, guys. Let me turn my phone over so it doesn't distract me. All right. So why is this Eight of Swords here in the past? Guys, I added a new component to my website. When you become a site member, you get an email with a discount code for 25% off, and that can go towards any reading, okay? So if you wanted a larger reading, you'll save a shitload, okay? Why is this Eight of Swords here for your past? We have the Lovers. And it could have been a lover keeping you guys stuck. It could have been someone or something that was closely tied to you. Okay? It's funny, guys, because this was years ago that, you know, there were certain people I was tied to. And at the moment, I felt like I was so cool being tied to these people. And now I look back at photos of me and what I used to look like and and the things I used to do and what I was into. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, ugh. It kept me so stuck. So there's something, it's like you're realizing like it kept you stuck. You're realizing this wasn't a flex. Okay? And, you know, while you were in this past situation, you knew that. You knew deep down inside that this wasn't a flex. Okay? But it's like there's something new that comes in for you where Spirit wants you to look at yourself more than ever and to see yourself. And when I say see yourself, I mean like I see you. All right? I'm talking like avatar status. All right? Like I see you. And it's like you needed to be brought back to yourself. You needed to be reminded of what you can do. So I see you getting out of something toxic, but it's like the universe is trying to like gently push you forward and gently remind you like what you're capable of. Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. So there's just this moment where you're fighting for balance. You're fighting for a sense of truly feeling worthy of something that you're meant for. Okay, you're getting used to the burden that you've dropped and what you've walked away from. And the fact that you don't have to fight this fight anymore. And you guys are taking the approach of like, okay, slow and steady wins the race. And I think that you guys, at least in this past area here, I feel that you want to take things slowly. Or you want things to gradually grow. Okay? Because of everything that you've experienced in life, everything that you went through, this is a sort of energy where like if you meet somebody tomorrow, even if you're very attracted to them for whatever reason, you ain't signing no contracts tomorrow. You're not getting into any commitments tomorrow. All right? It's easy to look good, you know, at the first stages of something or when something is new. But this is a sort of energy where like, yeah, it sounds good, but let me do my due diligence. Let me sit on this a little longer. So what you guys have experienced, it has you just approach the world differently. It's not about how fast something gets done. It's more about how solid it is for you when it is done. All right? If someone said, hey, I'll give you $1 million tomorrow, but you're going to lose it in 2 years, or I'll give it to you in 5 years, but then every few months you get hit with a few millions. I'll wait 5 years. Hell yeah. I'll wait those 5 years. Hell yeah, I'll thug that shit out. You know, so this is something where you're just like, no, you just want to make sure something is good and solid and right. You're not going to, you know, go towards the first thing that, you know, tries to come towards you. And you set yourself up for a lot of blessings because you're being careful in your choosing, Pisces. Your picker is getting better. You're not just, you know, you're not anybody's fool. The Hierophant reversed. The Knight of Pentacles. Tower card reverse. High Priestess reverse. Ace of Wands. Okay, let me get one more card here. Ten of Wands reverse. So guys, this is interesting because for some of you really could have gotten frustrated. But Spirit Okay? Like, God Himself is just like, listen, I refuse to give this to you, to give you this breakthrough until you release what you know is a burden. Whether it's a person, place, or thing, spirit, like a lot of you are like, why isn't this happening? Am I not good enough for this? Um, am I not, prepared for this? Is this my karma for, punching Timmy in the face when he cursed me out on the playground when we were 5? Like, fuck, like, what did I do to deserve this? And it wasn't that. It wasn't that God was saying, you're not worthy of this or this isn't meant for you. God is just like, do you see who the fuck is with you? Like, do you see what's around you? Do you see the environment that you're in? Do you see who your so called best friend is? Spirit refused to give you something until you walked away. That's really what it comes down to. Because you would have gotten so fucking played. And it would have been something that, like, maybe you get to enjoy the blessing for, like, a moment. But then it's, like, taken from you or you're robbed of some sort of happiness for some reason, or maybe someone gets jealous of you and they hurt you somehow, and you're just like, nah, this ain't it. So present moment, what is happening for my Pisces? Shout out to my Pisces moon. That's why I fit into this. Let's see if I could talk today. So present moment, what is going on? 8 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. And now it's just like, you're like, oh my God, this happened. Oh shit, that happened. And if you guys haven't gotten into this flow, you're obviously going to know when you get into this flow. So for some of you, this is happening right as you're watching this, right as we're speaking. For some of you, it could be this reading, or it's like this energy is about to trigger something. This energy is about to be triggered in your life. So you go from like, fuck, like, when is this going to happen? When I'm going to have a breakthrough? To like, like, say, I don't know, say you were trying to write a book and get it published, and it's like you couldn't finish writing the book, or no publishers would, hear you out. And now it's like you dropped something, and this week alone, you got like 10 publishers like fighting to be the ones that publish your book. All right, you got people trying to top the advances that the other were going to give you. And you just, so it goes from like having absolutely nothing, feeling worthless, to like, which one do you want, bitch? Which one? It's your choice. You can have any of these that you want, And we have the 8 of Pentacles reverse. And for a lot of you, there wasn't even an extra effort that needed to be put into something. Like, you have already done the work for something, all right? There's something that you've already built up to. But there was just, again, a certain breakthrough you weren't having because of something that was in your life. So for some of you, again, this is not even something where, what's it called? Where you have to do like so much more work for it. I feel like this is something that's established. All right? Like, let's say, I don't know, you want to open an IT security business or something, right? And money was getting in the way, or you would try to find office spots, but shit kept happening. It's like, no, you had the whole IT thing down, but it's just there was things getting in the way of that business, but the IT itself you have down. Okay, so for a lot of you, it's not even something where God's like, okay, put in 10 more years of work and then I got you. It's like, no, you've done the work. The only reason why you haven't had certain breakthroughs in certain areas, again, is because of something that was linked to your life. So you walk away from that and something happens for you. And for a lot of you, you don't even necessarily have to do anything. It just happens for you. You're in the right time at the right place, and you're favored because you're no longer attached to that thing. This is something that you're already a fucking boss when it comes to this. So this could be in arts. This could be in a business. This could be whatever, in love. But again, you were in some sort of matrix. Like, this was like a La La Land sort of energy where like something just wasn't real. And it was adding a lot of conflict. So now you dodge a huge bullet by walking away. Why is this 8 of Wands here in your present moment? The Knight of Swords reversed. Okay. The Six of Cups. Some of you are simply just talking about how reckless something in the past was for you. For others, I feel like you're going to vocalize the fact that something is completely done, and I don't think you're going to be met with a happy response. Because I feel like you vocalize or you verbalize to someone, or you just make it known you're done with the situation, and it's not handled well, it's not received well. And this is something that was a long time coming. I feel like a lot of you are, there's a good chance a lot of you could still be in this thing as you're watching this. All right, but there's a huge shift that comes in with this. It's like you were always meant for prosperity, for stability, and whichever way you see that, because, stability, that's different for everybody. But there was literally energies around you that were playing with you. All right, like you could have been like a part of like a job environment. You could have been part of like a friend group, and it's like, yo, these people, like, they have my back, I love them, and they could have been like laughing and praying for the worst, So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, somebody might be upset, somebody might go off, but you still walk into your Wheel of Fortune. And guys, this is your center card. This is your central energy. It's what everything taps into. So this is coming no matter what. Okay. This is something where when you say you're done, you're done. And if there's another person at the other end of it, they can't do anything about it. They don't have the control or power to stop you from being done. King of Cups. Guys, this is you in your highest energy, whether you're male or female. It doesn't matter. This is you in your highest energy. This is something happening in your life. Like, it would be the feeling of, like, let's say you go to bed with like a negative account, right? And then you wake up with like, and you're thinking some millionaire, like, got their deposit number wrong and accidentally sent it to you. Like, it's going to be something like that. Like, it's going to be such an extreme change. Like, you're really going to feel like you won the lottery at something. Told you guys. All right. This opens you up for a very emotionally fulfilling new start. Okay. Because again, there was something very conflicting that was the reason why you weren't having the breakthroughs that you wanted. And it doesn't have to be a person, guys. It could have been a mindset. It could have been an environment. Okay, but there's something just like so corrupt, fucked up. Something you couldn't trust, something that was an illusion. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So that's why with this Eight of Pentacles reversed, it's like, I don't think you actually had to do extra work. I think you had already done the work. You had already done the due diligence, but things weren't lined up because of an energy you were around. Okay. Yeah, guys, it comes without effort. This is something that you've done the time, you've done the effort to get a certain recognition you're going to get, or to get this new beginning you're going to get. You don't have to put extra effort to have this. Spirit's like, okay, here. King of Swords. And it allows you to really focus, and you guys get like this mind over heart energy. You're very, very focused on what this is. Okay, and you're being very protective to yourself because you know how fucked up something was. Okay. And whatever was messed up, especially if it's something external to you, I feel like there could be something like external to you that was messed up that feels betrayed by the fact that you move forward and don't include this energy and this newfound happiness, because you guys are taking off. For some of you, there could be travel involved in this, but you're in the driver's seat now. Okay. So it's like, imagine doing something fucked up to a person and then they get a win, and then they completely like stop fucking with the person who did something fucked up, and then it's like, oh, you got to win and now you think you're too good. It's like, no. Pisces, it's not that you think you're too good. It's like, do you not remember what happened, what you did, what you said? Like, why would I invite that energy around? Like, what person with a sane mindset is gonna do that? So it's like, oh, Pisces thinks they're too good now. And the craziest fucking part is that this isn't something that you did everything you could to make something work, and you just got like played or fucked over, and it made you cold. And now in this coldness you get what you want, and your spirit is feeling really freaking good. And then there's people like, oh, like, look, they think they're too good, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, yo, like, what a fucking hypocrite. Like, don't act like you're the victim here. You're not the victim. Okay, you did something fucked up, I got cold, moved away, and I did well, and now you're upset. You can't be part of that. Me doing well. Like, no, guys. So don't feel bad. So going into the future, what can you expect here? Queen of Wands. So this could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. We have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here too. The World card reverse. Yeah, guys, this is something like you've already set the ball in motion for this breakthrough that you're going to have. This isn't something new. This isn't something like, if you find this video, it's something completely new that you're going to start working on today and you have no experience with it at all. Like, no, this is something that's already established. You already can do it. You're already tapped into it. Okay, it could be your ability to love, and then, the perfect lover comes in. It could be your ability to run a certain business, and then you get the opportunity to run that business. It could be you have the skills to screenwrite, and now you're fucking producing episode 1 of a show. Like, you already have what you needed to do this. You've done the work in it already. Okay, this is just a breakthrough. For a lot of you, I feel like it's something creative or something that brings a lot of it stirs a lot of passion up within you. And guys, with the Chariot, you take off. All right, some of you, this could lead you to vacationing. This could lead you to travel. But you're in the driver's seat, guys. The Chariot is being fully in the driver's seat. And you turned your back on those energies that were laughing or screwing you over. So why is this Queen of Wands here for your future? The Fool card reversed. Death card reversed. The Five of Pentacles. I don't know who this is for you guys or what this is, but like, you really get into like a very powerful, like, feeling yourself sort of energy. Like, you guys can tell, like, when a person's walking down the street and they're most of the time I feel like I could pick up on how well someone is doing in their life just with how they carry themselves, just with how they're walking. A lot of people, have great poker faces, but there's an energy that does not like your newfound confidence. There's this energy that does not like that you're getting attention. There's this energy that does not like that you had a breakthrough. Okay, this is an energy that you have completely rejected. This is an energy that now, whether it did it in the past or not, it doesn't have access to what you have access to. So now this energy is on the outside looking in, and this energy does not like that. This energy is going to try to put you in your place. All right, we have the World card reversed. So why is this here? And guys, be careful, because this is an energy that, like, it's... I know, you got to choose yourself. We should always choose ourselves. But this is an energy that is so fucked up that it just, if you're around it too long, it's going to make you question yourself. It really is. We have the World card reversed. So why is this here? Why is this World card reversed here? Page of Cups. Three of Wands, yeah, you guys finally get to expand an idea. Like I'm hearing you go back to something, you pick up where you left off, um, you finally get that deal, that breakthrough, that recognition, like finally. And again, guys, this does not feel like something new to me. This feels like something that you've kind of been sitting on for a while. All right, and it's because of something that you were trying to justify, that you're like, I can't justify this, I need to walk away. And the moment you're single, self-sufficient, or just, independent from whatever this issue was, that's when you have your breakthrough. That's when offers come in for you. That's when you feel like you have a handle on life. But there's something that spirit wants you to realize, like you were wasting time with that. Okay? But I feel like everything's in perfect divine timing. So like it's something you're not going to waste your time with from here on out. But I feel like you learned a lot from this. So spirit, tell me about this Chariot going forward into the future. Yeah. Guys, some of you pick up and like take off. All right, some of you move to another country, some of you move to another town, some of you um are taking some sort of trip or making some sort of move after a lot of hardship. I don't know why I'm getting some of you could be making a move that will make life easier for either you or like maybe the community around you. Whatever move this is, whether it's a physical one or spiritual one, it's beneficial to you. There's so much success that you're feeling, and I feel like wherever you go, they're gonna be like, oh my god, this is like our savior, we needed you here, like, oh my god. And I don't want to say like, oh, you're being called God, that's extreme, no. But like, let's say you're a doctor, okay, and you get into some crazy shit personally, and you decide, I don't know, you want to live somewhere where before you went, the closest doctor was 100 miles away or something. And people are like, I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, I'm sorry you had to get divorced from your husband or wife. I'm sorry, that city did that to you. But, like, we're so grateful you're here. So it's something where it's like you're really treasured and loved and you really belong. And it's something that's for you and you really excel. All right, so Spirit wants you to be very unapologetic. If someone's like, yo, don't do this, you'll be like, yo, get the fuck out of my way. Like, this is the energy I'm picking up on because you're so happy in this. You guys have to do what feels right for you. All right, because there's going to be a fucked up energy in your life that tries to convince you that you're wrong, that this is stupid, that you shouldn't do it. And that's what was wasting your time or would be wasting your time. Okay, so make sure you guys walk away from whoever or whatever this is. Spirit says, don't be afraid to do this alone. Okay, don't be afraid to do this alone. So guys, let's get some cards of advice. All right, and let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. Okay, and if this is resonating with you guys so far, there's links in the description below to donate, as well as my Amazon wishlist if you guys want to surprise me and bless the home. And of course, my loves, if you need a personal reading, my website is below in the description as well. There is a new option now that when you become a site member, you'll get a pop-up when you go on the on my webpage. But if you guys become a site member, you'll get an email sent to you with a personalized code to give you 25%, okay, off of your next reading. All right, my loves. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are really coming from a place where you were severely lacking in a certain area of your life. Okay, maybe love was fucked up. Maybe you weren't on good terms with the friends you had. Maybe You weren't in the best work environment. Like, I feel like there was a lot of loss in something, and you've been patient and you've been as graceful as you can be in this waiting area. Okay, because I feel like for a lot of you, you weren't adding this fight. Like, I feel like there was a lot you were going through, but you weren't adding to it. Like, let's say there was someone who was like constantly annoyed with you or something. Like, you weren't looking for them. You weren't doing anything to annoy them. They just like to come around and talk shit, you know? But there's something where it's like you weren't the problem. So that's why it was so heartbreaking, because it's like, you're like, God, like, I'm out here minding my business, and it's like, I'm taking hits, and I feel like I'm taking losses, and I've been patient, and when it happens to other people, I'm clapping for them because I'm so happy and I see it happening, and I know you're in the area, but since you're in the neighborhood, when are you gonna knock on my door? How long have you been in the neighborhood, and when are you going to get to my door? I'm trying to be patient, but my door is right here. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I feel like you guys felt like. And it's like you felt like you weren't moving forward in a certain area, and it's like it was doing a number on you. Like, this shit had you fucked up a bit, and this shit was like, did I fuck myself over? Should I have said more? Should I have done more? Should I have put myself out there more? And now you're realizing, no, it's just that you had to become cold or like an asshole to something in the past to change your circumstances for the future. God was literally just waiting for you to release something, whether it was a person, place, or thing. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, I'm talking to someone that went through a lot of losses, a lot of misfortune. You took a lot of hits here. And it left you exhausted, it left you tired, but it still left you hopeful, and you were still praying, and you're still clapping for others, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was so burdening. And again, one of the reasons why it was so burdening is because a lot of you were like, God, I'm not out here waking up and terrorizing the world. I'm not out here waking up and going out and making people feel like shit about themselves. Like, I'm not being a bully online. I'm keeping my thoughts to myself when I don't agree with something, especially if it doesn't affect me in any way, or if it doesn't affect anyone in a negative way. So it's like, for a lot of you, you went through so many hardships that you were not looking for, that you did not feel you deserved. And now, like, you've cut out the very thing that was causing you to lose faith, and then you get the Fool card. You start a whole new life. Guys, your life has it's a complete 180. It changes drastically. It changes to the point where you're so angry this didn't happen before. Where it's like, if you could go back in time however long, it is, and you can like grab yourself by the hair and like pull yourself out of that situation sooner. But it's, again, everything in divine timing. High Priestess. And guys, like, Spirit saw everything that you went through. Spirit knows your heart. Spirit knows your pain. Okay, and I know that pain, grief, sadness, heartache, that's never a good thing to go through. But in your case, it's there's something that woke up within you. There's something that is so in tune because of the pain that you've experienced. Okay, I think because of this pain, you'll be able to pick up on more red flags in the future. You'll be able to pick up on what or who you shouldn't be around in the future. Like, this pain brought you so much discernment. Okay, and I've said this so many times in the past years, on the past few years on this channel, that sadly sometimes, the quickest and most effective way for a person to truly wake up is to go through something really fucking painful. So this is something where it's like that pain really brings you to something. Okay? And your life, like, it's like, guys, you didn't even realize how much something was affecting you. That's the scary part. You don't realize how much it was affecting you, but now I see so much stability. Okay, guys, true story. For like the last few years, I've had like very high functioning depression. So there'd be times where it would be like a week or two that I can't even get out of bed. Like, I'm so sad, and like people are like cursing me out, and they're like, I need my shit right now. And I'm like, oh my God, like, if you knew, like, I didn't even want to be alive today. And it took my cousin, my best friend, dying a month and a half ago. It took that happening. Well, no, it was 2 months ago, 2 days ago. So it took that happening for me to be like, wake the fuck up, bitch, and get the fuck out of bed. What are you doing? Do you know who the fuck you are? Do you know how many people need you? Why are you in bed? Get the fuck up. There's people out here who died. And you're in bed? How fucking dare you be in bed? And that shit, like, it whooped my ass the way I needed it to. And there were so many things, like, people I was mad at who did stupid, petty, ugly shit in the past few years. Like, when I tell you my cousin dying made me get over everything and everybody, and, like, people I was hurt over, I look at them with nothing but utter disgust and indifference now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I just feel so awake. I've been so on my shit. Like, I've sent more readings out in this past month than I have in like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we just need that wake up call sometimes. All right? And that's exactly what you guys got. Yeah, that shit sucked. Yeah, that shit fucking hurt. But now you know what you got to do, and you're more tapped in than ever. All right? So continue to be tapped in, because you guys are going to be blessed in ways that you don't expect. All right? But you were being blocked in ways that you probably didn't even realize the extent of it. Okay? So I love you guys. Stay on track. You guys know what you have to do. You guys have the discernment you need to do it. And I love y'all. All right? If you guys need a personal reading from me or anything of the sort, go to the description below this video and it is all there. And make sure you guys join us on the Discord chat room that I made for this channel. There's a section for every sign, and then there's like a common room general area for just anybody. So I'll see you guys there. Take care, Pisces.